My name was always just tag number 19, the saddest puppy that you'd ever seen. I lived in a place that was terribly sad. I felt like my owner was always so bad. There were so many dogs that lived in my cage. Old ones, young ones, dogs of every age. My house was made of wire, you see. There wasn't much room for others and me. So many cages were stacked up too high. We couldn't see out. We always would try. Summers were hot, winters so cold. So hard on the young ones, and also the old. I didn't have sun. I didn't have heat. So many times I had nothing to eat. Sometimes I'd get water from a dirty old jug. My cage and my skin filled with all kinds of bugs. I was doomed to a life with nothing to gain, but I kept on dreaming again and again. Is there a place for someone like me? Or will I always be just tag number 19? I wonder what happens to the babies I've had. I hope they're not living a life that's this bad. My owner was talking of a pet store one day. If you want to make money, this is the way. You breed the dogs till they're sick or they're old. Who cares if they're loved, if they're warm or they're cold? As long as the money keeps rolling on in, it's not my fault if they're hungry or thin. Then came the day of more puppies for me. Something went wrong. They weren't meant to be. All of them died. I'll never know why. They took them from me. I did nothing but cry. She's too old to breed. Seems her time has come. She's no good to me. Something needs to be done. I'm only 6. I have more years to live. My life isn't over. I have so much to give. Would this be the end of tag number 19? Is she never to know about all of her dreams? One sunny day, some folks came with a van. "We've come from the rescue," said the kindly young man. All of a sudden, they opened my door. I'd never seen so many people before. "Please don't hurt me," I wanted to say. But they all smiled and said, "It's your lucky day." Soft, gentle hands took me out of my pen. They hugged and kissed me again and again. My owner was handcuffed and taken away. "It's animal cruelty," I heard the man say. All of us saw the sun, grass, and sky. Tag number 19 had a tear in her eye. I've never been held. I never got to play. I'm getting a bath. What a wonderful day. Now I live in a house with a yard green with grass. I watch out the window and see things go so fast. I have my own toys and a very soft bed. My new family loves me. I get pats on my head. There are balls to chase and treats to eat, walks to go on and people to meet. I don't know what happened to tag number 19. Today my real name is Mariah Abby Marie.
Dog breeding industry is twisted. So, we don't have to take it. We don't have to. Let me hear you say, no more mills. No more mills! Say it even louder, no more mills. No more mills! Can't think about any pretty good understanding of what they are. It's just terrible. Obviously, it's something close to my heart because Bill is a puppy mill dog, but there is no need for this. There are plenty of good dogs, and we don't need these mass breeding farms where they're not caring for the dog. You each got a goodie bag when you came in. The goodie bags have a little booklet in them called Fetching Fido. Upper Pups had, okay, so I'm part of both of the organizations. I wanted to make a little booklet that would help people to make good decisions about where they were getting their dogs from. Has nothing to do with how to choose a dog or anything, but if you come across someone that says they're getting a dog, please pass it on to them. It's just got good information about how to find a rescue, how to find a reputable breeder, and so anyway, I think you can help. A few of the things that we can do to stop this is, number one, not shop at pet shops. Most pet shop dogs come from puppy mills. Whatever they say to you, whether they say USDA, license, whatever, that's almost an indicator of being a puppy mill, because small reputable breeders don't need USDA licenses. They don't sell enough dogs. Anyway, all that information, all that information is in the Fetching Fido booklet, and it's also available free as a download online. It's just our effort to help you guys, to help others. So, one thing that we can do to help stop puppy mills is by adopting dogs and helping our dogs to be ambassadors.
We were visiting patients in the pediatric ward at Madigan Army Medical Center when we came to Robbie's room. I would guess Robbie to be 6 or 8 years old. It's hard to tell. He was pale, thin, weak, and had no hair as a result of the chemotherapy treatments he was receiving. He looked so tired, and I wasn't sure if we should intrude in his quiet room. But when Robbie's parents saw Jack and me at the door, they welcomed us in, saying, "Robbie, look who's here to visit you." Robbie slowly opened his eyes and lowered a hand to pet Jack. We made introductions, and I told Robbie that I work downstairs in surgery, and Jack joins me on Tuesdays to visit patients. He looked a little confused, and in an almost whisper asked, "What's Jack's job?" I said, "Well, he's doing his job right now." Robbie's eyes never left Jack, nor did his hand. He softly said, "Oh, he's here to make people feel better?" I said, "Yes, how's he doing so far?" Robbie replied, "He's doing a really good job. No, he's doing a great job." Jack was doing his job so well that no explanation was necessary. He just sat very still near Robbie and gently nuzzled his hand, encouraging Robbie to keep petting him. 2 nurses arrived to care for Robbie. One was carrying his lunch, so we excused ourselves. Robbie's mom told me in the hall outside his room that she hadn't seen him smile in over a month. She thanked us for making him feel better. Mission accomplished, Jack. Robbie was smiling. The contented look on both Robbie and Jack's faces was enough to move me to tears. The work and determination it took to finally become a Pet Partners team through the Delta Society Therapy Pet program had just paid off tenfold. Because Jack was completely deaf and had severe separation anxiety, it had taken us some extra time and work to conquer the sit-stay portion of the basic commands requirement needed to pass the Delta Society rigorous therapy dog evaluation. However, after 4 tries, we did it. Attaboy, Jack, you done good. Jack was a therapy dog for nearly 3 years. Before he passed on to the Rainbow Bridge, Jack received the Super Dog Award from the Brigadier General of Fort Lewis.